Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, you are going to learn how to pass MCQ test as well as audio test of GoTranscript. So if you are new on my channel, then please subscribe my channel. So before starting MCQ test and audio test, make sure you must read these Go transcription guideline. These guideline rule is very important. You must read all these guideline 1 to 2 times. This will help you during MCQ test as well as audio test, because this guideline is very important. Without using and applying these guidelines, you never pass co-transcript MCQ test as well as audio test. If you pass MCQ test without reading this guideline, but the audio test is very important and it's a little bit tough as well. So according to this guideline, you write the answer of audio test. So without reading this guideline, you never pass GoTranscript audio test. So understand this and make sure to read all these guidelines to pass audio test. So first of all, let's start the MCQ test and solve the question. So apply for transcriber position. You must complete quiz 100% correct using our guideline. Each question can have one or more correct answer. So first question is, what should a correct sentence look like? There is 4 different options and you check all these options one by one to understand, and if you have any query related to this question and if facing any problem, you simply check these guidelines related to this question. So there is 4 different options and correct option of this question is option C. They took me to the hospital 2 weeks ago. No, 4 weeks. So this option is correct option. Why this option is correct? So read these full verbatim and clean verbatim section of code transcription guideline. You easily understand why this C option is correct option and other 3 options are false option. So first question answer is C option. Let's move to the second question, and question is, which sentence is correctly capitalized and punctuated? There is 4 different options and you read all these options one by one to check whether this option is correct or not. If I check first option, I like to use Facebook. This Facebook is not correctly capitalized. So Facebook word F capital must be. So that's why F letter is must be capital of Facebook word. So that's why this option is not correct option. B option, I like to use Facebook, and again the Facebook word letter F is not capitalized, so that's why this option is also not correct option. And if I move to C option, and C option is I like to use Facebook, and in C option Facebook is correctly capitalized, and then it is my favorite way to keeping and so on. This sentence, the option C is correctly capitalized, but it's not correctly punctuated. So that's why this C option is also false option. If I move to last option, D option, I like to use Facebook. So Facebook word is correctly capitalized, and then they use F. Then they use full stop as well. So and then it start with capital letter and so on. So this option is the correct option because it's correctly capitalized and punctuated. So second question answer is D option. If you have any query related to capitalized and punctuated formula, you simply read transcription guideline to understand how to correctly capitalize and punctuated the sentence. So option D is the correct option of second question. Let's move to the third option. And third question is, if there is a sound of laughter made not by the speaker but by the other people, should if it all it be included in the transcription full verbatim? If we check this laughter word in transcription guideline using control plus F command and search there, so here there is like laughter, cheering and sound not from the speaker. Sound not from the speaker like phone ringing etc. are always on the separate line. So this laughter word always written on the separate line, and this is the keyword of laughter used written in transcription. Not capitalized, start with small letter and so on. So this is the laughter word. So check this question. And first option, it should always be written on a separate time. So this is the correct, always a separate time and in the format of this. So this is also correct format written in small letter. So this option is correct option. Option B is false option because it's written always be on the same line. So this is false. It's written on separate line because in guideline it's clearly mentioned always on the separate line. So that's why this option is false. C option is also false, written on separate line in the format. This format is not correct of laughter word. So that's why this C option is false option. D, E option is also false option because the format of laughter is not correct. E option is also false because it's on the same line and in the format. Also guideline and format are false. Option F is also false. So third question answer is option first one. Fourth question, if the quality of audio or video files are not up to mark, what do you have to do? If you clearly not listen the audio or video file, what do you have to do? There is three different options. First option is just do your best and try to work on it regardless. So second option is if many parts are simply unintelligible due to the essence of topic, leave the file for other people who may provide quality work. And C option is if the audio is unaudible, let the supports know about this case. GoTranscript will contact the client and provide him with the refund. So these are three different options. If you check in Go transcription guideline. So sometimes the quality of audio or video file is variable. So please let us know about. We will contact the client and provide refund of that file. So this is the rule, and let's check other guideline as well. Sound events also use brackets. So these are the rules. So fourth question answer is, if many parts are simply intelligible during the lesson, so this option is also correct, and C option is also correct. If the audio is unable to support know about this case, GoTranscript will contact the client and provide him with the refund. So fourth question answer is B and C. If you have any doubt related to this question answer, simply read transcription guideline. You usually understand why these two options are correct option of fourth question. And fifth question is, which sentence is correctly capitalized and punctuated? There is four different option of this question, and if you read transcription guideline, you easily understand which option is correct option. So, and if you not read transcription guideline and you have the knowledge about English grammar, then you also pick the correct sentence. So fifth question answer is first option, yes, comma, and then names, full stop, and you can do this. I think this first option is correct option because it's correctly capitalized and punctuated. The option B is not correctly punctuated, and C option is not correctly capitalized because the sentence started always with capital letter. So C and D are not start with capital letter. So that's why these two options false, and B option is also false because it's not correctly punctuated. So that's why option A is the correct option of fifth question. Let's move to the sixth question. She said, and there is four different options, A, B, C, and D. You read all one by one and understand why which option is correct option. And correct option of this question is option A, comma, and then in quotation mark, I am 27. Other three options are false option. If you read transcription guideline about comma and quotation mark, you easily understand why first option is correct option. So if you read this guideline, you easily understand why these options are correct option. So this is the quotation mark. Double quotation mark are used when there is a direct quotation. For example, she said, and here is also she said, and are used when a direct. For example, she said, and then comma and in quotation mark. Quotation are introduced by a comma, not a colon. So if you read this guideline steps, you easily understand why this first option is correct option. quotation mark are introduced with the comma, not colon. So that's why B option is false, because it's introduced with the colon, and C option is false, because whenever there is a direct quotation, whenever there is a direct quotation, you use this. So that's why this C and D option is also false option. So first option is the correct option of sixth question. Seventh question is a grammatical question, and question is dash good friends. So this question is answer is A and B. A and B are both correct answer of this question. They are. So let's move to the next question, and next question is eighth question. How should a worker transcribe the company name? So if you read Go transcription guideline related to company name, you easily understand which one is the correct option. So according to the research on Google, LinkedIn, YouTube, and etc. So this option is the correct option. If you read this, you need to know italicize this option. Say, so this is the correct option according to the research on Google, LinkedIn, YouTube, etc. Second last question is, which sentence is written and capitalized correctly in clean verbatim? There is four different options. First option is not correct option because it's not correctly capitalized. Second option is correct option because it's correctly capitalized and also in clean verbatim. So this option is correct option. And C option is not correct because it's not correctly capitalized, and D option is also not correct because it's not written in clean verbatim. So this is the gocha, and all these words are not written in clean verbatim. So that's why this option is also not correct. So B, this option is the correct option. So 10th and last question is a grammatical question, and question is, I dash to the gym last night. There is four different option, and correct option is I went to the gym last night, because this is past sentence, and in past sentence there is written the second form of go. So that's why went is the correct option. So after all, selecting all option of question, click on confirm. After clicking on confirm, you move to the next page of GoTranscript audio test. So this audio test is very important. Make sure you read all GoTranscription guideline to pass this test. So if you want to help how to apply GoTranscription guideline to this audio, you simply check the old test of GoTranscript for practice jobs. Here is the different test for practice. If you click anyone and write this all transcription, and when you click on show mistakes, then the mistakes will be shown, and this will help you to understand how to apply GoTranscription guideline and which mistake you makes in the transcription. So that will help you a lot. So after practice these audio tests and reading our transcription guideline, you will be easily pass this GoTranscript transcription test. So I transcribe this audio file, and before submitting it, make sure you must check this audio file carefully and apply our transcription guideline rules to make sure you pass this test in first try. So let's start and read this transcription and carefully apply all GoTranscription guideline rules.
This audio is used for the transcriber test at GoTranscript.
So why I am not written this first sentence, this audio is used for GoTranscript audio test, because this is the instruction. Instruction are not written in transcription, final transcription. So that's why this first sentence which speak other person, these are called instruction. Instruction are not written in final transcription. So if you read transcription guideline, you clearly in transcription guideline it's clearly mentioned instruction not transcribe. So that's why the first sentence, this audio is used for transcriber test at GoTranscript, is not used in final transcription. So let's start.
This audio is used for the transcriber test at GoTranscript.
Hi, this is Topher. I'm currently in charge of our crew equipment teams. Basically, everything the vehicle that you're touching, like the space suits, like common bags and everything, is going to be under my command. Any initial equipment you're bringing in, I'm the one who will be manifesting and taking care of and whatnot. Just wanted to have some time to kind of talk. I think one of the main things I want to kick off with is the comm link. I'll throw it over to Jay in a few minutes, but let me just talk through what comm we're actually getting to the ground and whatnot. Stop me if I'm going too deep, but Dragon basically has an S-band comm link. We can communicate with resources. One is TDRS. It's the constellation of Orion in the Geo Belt. That's our primary communication pathway. We're working an agreement right now with NASA to basically get TDRS coverage for this mission. The second data source is ground stations. So we have a fairly large network across the world for different coverage. And so we have two different types. One type can just receive, and then another can do a two-way directional comm. All of them can receive. There's only a handful that do the two-way comm. So commanding or voice up, we've only got those two-way comm stations. The third method, which isn't as relevant for your mission, and of course is communication with the station. There's an S-band link for that. We can communicate at two different data rates. TDRS is pretty far away, so we have to have a very high power because that's trans-orbital or to GEO and then all the way back. The data rate is actually pretty slow, so you get voice and telemetry from the vehicle and TDRS. For NASA crew missions, and we're trying to establish this agreement, it's roughly an equivalent level of coverage. Almost all the time you have these little handoffs as you go across coverage from the different satellites across the globe. Then there's usually some rigmarole based on how they schedule on all their various logistics, but it's usually pretty darn good coverage. We're working on that agreement. We can't tell you today exactly how much we're going to get, but we're going to try to get as much as we can. Then on the ground station passes, it's a much higher data rate, like around 2 millibits per second, so you can get video. So as you know, the moon is 238,900 miles or 384,400 kilometers away, so we have to have good Wi-Fi coverage on that. It's still a lot closer than the Schenectady to Reseda corridor of 2799 miles or 4,500 kilometers.
This audio is used for the transcriber test at GoTranscript.
So friend, this is the audio test. Make sure before submitting this test, apply all co-transcription guideline rules. Without applying guideline rules, you never pass co-transcript audio test. So this is the video for today. I hope this video is helpful for you. Like this video and don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you very much. See you soon in the next video.